What's going on, guys? It's your man DeAndre here, aka Miami Patron, and I'm here for another video. And so for today's video, I'm going to be talking about something called the perfect expert model. Now, what does that mean? If you want to become an expert in your space, whether you want to sell information, whether you're a coach, a speaker, an author, or you just want to take the knowledge that's in your head, your expertise, your skill, the stuff you speak on, your book, your intellectual property, whatever it is, and you want to turn it into an online business, you want to become an expert. If you haven't read this book yet, this is Russell Brunson's book called The Expert Secrets. And basically in this book, it teaches you how to turn your message, build a tribe, and change the world. Not only change the world, but change your world. So in this video, what I'm going to be talking about is the business model that will help you become and monetize your expertise. So if you're a speaker right now, if you're speaking on stage, and you want to further increase your income, or if you have a book and you want to turn that book into a an income source, a passive income source, or if you're an expert in some other field, like you're a coach or a mentor or something like that, this is the business model that you need to base your business off of. That way you can fully monetize and build a model where you can service people at the very bottom and at the very top, and you have different levels of intimacy throughout your business. And when I say intimacy, that's the amount of time you are investing into your clients, your customers, and the level of time they get to spend with you. Because when you build a perfect expert business, and when you become an expert in your space, when you're speaking on a subject, when you write a book about something, when you're coaching somebody and you're putting out content, there is a certain percentage of people that are going to want more from you. They're going to want to buy your book. They're going to want to buy your program, your one-on-one coaching, watch all your videos. There's people out there that are looking for your message. And when you have this business model right here, this will allow you to not only service the people, service your customers, deliver impact, but also deliver income and freedom to your life. So let's go ahead and hop into the model right here. So I got my little whiteboard like always. Check this out. Boom. All right. So this is typically put into a pyramid, but since this is a square, I couldn't write it in a pyramid. So we have 4 parts here. Okay. So we're gonna work our way up just like a pyramid. So at the bottom, you can see here, it says author, right? Now, when you're an author, so for those of you that are speakers, right? If you're an author, you have a book. When you have a book, that book brings credibility to you, right? That's a great place. That's how you land gigs. That's how you build authority in your personal life. Because when you write a book on a subject, you're quote unquote an expert on that, and your people are gonna want you to come speak on that. And it's an easy way to build your personal brand. But now, if you want to build a sustainable passive income, a book's not gonna cut it, right? You know, selling a $7, $10, $20, $30 book is great, but in order to pay for that, or sorry, to grow an income, a full-time income, let's just say you want to make 10, 20, 30 grand a month, you're gonna have to sell a shitload of books in order to do that, right? So we want to put the book in a position where it builds your authority, but it's not our main income source, right? Because remember, as an author, it brings authority, all right? And that's it. Let's use this book right here to land speaking gigs, to land interviews, podcasts, YouTube. This is the foundation of your business. And think about it. For example, Russell Brunson wrote this book, and this book changed my life along with .com Secrets. You see, when somebody reads your book, you're sharing your expertise, but there's a certain amount of market that's going to want more from you. They're going to want to know how to do it. How can you create a program or video series to change their life? Because this book will, it will help them, but it won't really make a drastic change in somebody's life. So that's why the book or becoming an author is at the bottom of the pyramid, because it builds your authority, but it doesn't really change the lives of your customers, like, one-on-one coaching or anything like that. All right. And people are going to want more from you. So let's work our way up. So we just went through author. The next part of the pyramid is DIY, do it yourself, which is your courses. And now when you charge your courses, you charge anywhere from $1,000 up to $2,000. Now, what's the benefits of courses, and why do we have it at the bottom? You see, remember, this is the levels of intimacy. When you have a course, it's DIY. Your customers are going to buy it for $1,000 or $2,000, and then they're going to go work and do it by themselves, right? There's no relationships with you. There's no time in your personal time invested into it. Besides, when you first record the content, you put it into the portal, that's it. But once again, you can sell this over and over and over again, and you can produce that income without having to put that time in. So when you have the courses, you build scale, right? So if you want to live the life where you're making 10, 20, 30 grand a month without having to physically put time in, you want to make money when you travel and, get paid whether you show up to a speaking gig or show up to coach or whatever it is, the course allows you to do that because your time's not invested to it. You can scale that, right? And you charge anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 for that. But now, it's a do-it-yourself product. So now your customers are still having to they have a video series, but they're still not working with you. And at some point, some of your customers are going to want more from you. They're going to want to, speak with you on the phone or be in a group or in a community or something like that, right? So now we're going to upgrade to the next level, right? So we worked from author, which is the lowest level of intimacy. Then we went to do-it-yourself, which is a course where they see you on video like this, but it's still no level of intimacy. The next one is DWI, right? DWY. Done with you. Now, done with you means it's done with it. We're gonna do this together. It's a group setting, right? And you charge anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 for this. Now, you're still not gonna work with them on a one-on-one setting. That's why it's done with you. It's a group setting. It can be a Zoom call. It can be a Facebook Live, a Facebook group. There's multiple ways you can do it. But you're going to gather these people into a group. Like, for example, when I launched this program, I did it as a done with you service. So there was 12 people in my beta program, and we hopped on a Zoom call twice a week. We did a Q&A and a lesson. And you charge anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 for this. Now, the reason you're going to charge more is because your time is not invested in it. There's more intimacy your customers are getting. They're able to ask those questions. They're getting a live Q&A. They're getting a Facebook group. They're getting a lot more out of you. And so when they invest more, so say you charge $3,000, $5,000 for your group coaching, you want to deliver because now they charge more. So now your time is more invested into it. Now, the problem with this, yes, your customers are going to get better results because there's intimacy with you. There's more time. But now your physical time is now invested. So you're going to have to, move your life around that. So, if you're traveling, if you have a speaking gig, if you're doing this, you have to now allot time in order to serve and deliver results for these people in your group, right? So now our intimacy is starting to raise here. So now we went from author, which is our lowest level of intimacy, which builds our authority. DIY, do it yourself, which is our courses. Done with you, which is a live, once or twice a week on a live group setting. And our final one is here, one-on-one coaching. 101 or done for you. Now, when you charge that, you can charge anywhere from $5,000 plus. Now, this is the highest level intimacy. This is when you're working one-on-one with somebody. You're on the phone with them. You're meeting with them in person, which I don't really recommend. And you can use video, but it's still a one-on-one intimate setting. And now, the cool thing about this is you get to charge way more. You get charged $5,000, especially when you're starting out, 5, 6, 7, 8 grand. And as you get better, as you become more influential and become a better expert and build a personal brand, you can charge 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand. For that, right? And we can even include mastermind, that can even be up in here. You're charging 25 grand, a lot more money for your program because now your intimacy is there. You're there interacting with them. Now, the only problem with this, yes, you're going to make a lot more money from it. Your customers may get better results because you're able to make a custom plan for them, but now your time, you're not able to scale that. You can't work with, 10, 20, 30, 50, 60 people a month on a one-on-one setting. So you're not able to scale like it was with the courses when it was do-it-yourself, where you can sell the videos over and over and over again. All right, guys? So that is the perfect expert model. So if you want to build a passive income where you're making money whether you show up or you don't show up, where you're still delivering results for your customers on a one-on-one setting, where you're still building your brand authority via the book, and you're able to still deliver the results online, guys, you're going to want to build this. The perfect expert model, where we have our author, we're an author, right? We have our books or something like that at the bottom that builds our authority. DIY, our courses, our group coaching, our masterminds, our one-on-one and done for you settings, guys. Hopefully this video helped you out. If you're having the ideas, okay, how do I structure this? How do I charge for this, guys? If you want to learn more about everything that I do here, I have a Facebook group where I train and teach on stuff like this. Every single week, I teach you how to turn your business into your information into an online business and everything. Guys, go ahead and click on the link below, or go ahead and go to the links here, and I'll attach that and join the Facebook group. Till next time.